Giggle faces. I learned something new from Nicole just now, right? All right, so great to be here. In fact, it's my first time to be in Philippines and Manila. That's true. So this is me. My name is Jane. I am with AppsFlyer's product team. Like I said, it's my first time to be with you guys. But this market for me has never been a strange market. In fact, I have to say, you guys, for me, has been quite a standout market. Because you being one of the first adopters for e-wallet and digital technology, banking technology. Raise your hand if you are working in the e-wallet and digital banking industries. Yes. Also, I'm so impressed by the super hyper engaging mobile gamers from this market too. And what about the recent explosive growth in e-commerce and social life selling in this market? So amazing. So for AppsFlyer, we see ourselves as your growth partner. So here, I'm super excited to share with you what's going to coming next in 2025. Like I said, we see ourselves as your growth partner. So it's all about driving into the future together with AppsFlyer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you first the top 5 market trends, along with 6 best practices we would love to share with you and help you guys as the marketing leaders and your team to win 2025. All right, I want to also emphasize one thing. We're not going to do the job for you because you guys and your team are sitting in the driver's seat. And AppsFlyer, we're sitting next to you, helping you navigate the challenges and drive growth. Again, even sometimes on the days like this, when CPIs are rising, when fraud is polluting the market, right? When competition is getting tougher and tougher, and also geopolitical uncertainty is escalating, and we all know what's happening in the US right now. So yes, we feel you. We see how hard it is for you to do your job in addition to your day-to-day already very challenging work, right? So the reality is you still have to face those challenges. And here we are to help you. All right, a little bit flashback. Do you recognize some of the signs here? Anyone? Yeah? Some familiar challenges we had to deal with in the last couple of years, right? So in the marketing landscape, in the last couple of years, the whole ecosystem has experienced some major changes. And since 2020, everybody remember what happened? COVID happened. And then followed by financial crisis, and then followed by whatever Apple and Google Play had to push to the market. Right? And then, of course, your customers, their behaviors are also involving big time. And AppsFlyer, for us, we think we have the responsibility for navigating and adapting to all these industry changes. So you guys, in the driver's seat, can have the right solution to drive forward into future with confidence. All right, so we've got you. That's what I'm trying to say. This is not just a slogan, I guarantee you, because as you can see, this statement is backed by the trust of over 100,000 apps globally. And you guys are one of them too. And we're happy to see that we're already working with 71% of the apps in this market. And I'm very happy to see some of you guys already in the room with us today. All right, so where is this road leading us? Before I talk about strategy, I want to first touch on the top market industry trends shaping 2025 and take a guess. What is the biggest trend I'm going to talk about? Yes, starts with A. Yes, This could probably be the most biggest change or revolution, whatever you call it, in our lifetime, right? Yes, I'm talking about AI. I assume everybody is using ChatGPT to write their weekly report to their boss here, right? I am one of you. Yes, but do you know it took OpenAI, ChatGPT, only 2 months, as you can see, I don't know if it's clear enough, to reach their 100 million user-based milestone. I think it took TikTok about 9 months. Yes, I am correct. And what's more phenomenal this year is ChatGPT, February, they went from 300 million to 400 million weekly active users. And you guys are one of those 4 million too. And do you also know that right now, if I'm not wrong, there are about 30 to 40 large language models available for consumers, and you all know the famous one, right? ChatGPT 4.0, 4.1, DeepSeek, Gemini, Llama, Cloud8. And for me, I'll tell you my secret. I even need to use an AI aggregator just to catch up with the trend. Yes, so just as we human beings are innovating so many new AI models, AI is transforming our life too, and especially in the marketing space. And now we know that as marketers, you guys can finally, by leveraging AI, to focus on the more higher value-driven activities, right? Strategy and experimentation. And this is just the beginning. I guarantee you this is just the beginning, because this year you will see more real use cases, and AI will take over more of your workflows. So that's why this year the shift will only escalate. All right, so talking about iOS, my colleague Nico just touched on it. I hope I'm not making a mistake, because as far as I know, this is still an Android-heavy market. But no, because reflecting on what has happened on iOS, I'm talking about Scan, I'm talking about ATT, will help you guys be better prepared for what's coming up in the Android world. I'm talking about Android's privacy sandbox. I hope everybody at least has heard about this before. And for the past 4 years, AppsFlyer, we have helped our iOS marketers to navigate the signal loss, measurement fragmentation challenges, and now as we speak, our colleague, our product team in HQ, they're working with Android's team side by side to shape their solution. So the tip here for you, very simple, make sure you touch on this topic from time to time with your AppsFlyer contacts, because like I said, we're working in the front line. We're doing early experimentations with Google team. So the sooner you prepare, the better. And we are here to help you. So now we live in a omni-channel, or whatever you call it, multi-platform world, that's for sure. This is the stats actually for US market, telling you how many people are using their second device while watching smart TVs. So most of them are coming from mobile devices, of course. And then this tells you, you as people again, what they do with their device, second device. I found it very interesting because they actually like to read emails while watching TV. And I understand this is probably not relatable for our dear Filipinos audience here. So I did my personal research using DeepSeek R1 model, and I found out that 60 to 70% of you guys acknowledge that you actually look up information about the content you're watching using your mobile phones on TV. All right, so can you raise your hand if you know about this celebrity show called Pinoy Big Brother? Yes, I'm so happy. Raise your hand if you're watching it. Okay, cool. Keep your hand up if you are using your mobile devices, gossiping about the people while you're watching it. Yes? There you go. All right, so trend number 4, everything is becoming a network. So this retail media network thing is growing fast. It's growing fast. What we heard from some of the retail media heavy market is 50% of the mobile marketers have already increased their budget with this type of way of looking for high-value users. And look behind me, yes? Especially in the last 4 years, how many new retail medias launched? And some of them actually from Southeast Asia. We see Grab, we see Boots, or operating in Southeast Asia. So this trend, this shift is happening right now. So if you're not on it yet, you don't want to miss out. And we are also very happy to see that more and more companies like you guys are adopting a more holistic way towards growth. ROAS, LTV, these two metrics, they look so different, but deeply connected, right? Only if you can find a way to mobilize your marketing team, your product team, your monetization team to work together, you can drive the impact. So what we see is for the companies that truly can align their user acquisition, their retention, and their monetization strategy, we talk about IAA, right? Yield 2x better result. So I want to tell you the future of growth isn't just about marketing. It's about better collaboration. And now we see where the road is leading us. Let's focus on talking about how to win. The 6 best practices I just mentioned in the very beginning. Just like the 6th line behind me, the 6 best practices I'm going to talk about will take your team and yourself from good to great. All right, my goal, my dream today is really that each one of you will walk away being able to master at least one lane and turn that into real growth engine for your company. So number 1, creating one measurement reality. So this becomes the very first strategy I'm sharing with you for a reason, because without it, think about it, without it, everything else is meaningless. And for AppsFlyer, we already launched our first version, single source of truth. It's already available for everybody. I hope you guys are using it. And then in the second version, we are going to cover a lot more. We're going to take care of Android-focused market, for example. We're going to include Google Android Sandbox signals in the second iteration of the solution. And best practice number 2, let's talk about user journey. All right? I believe great app marketers, their job is not simple at all. It's not just about driving installs to their app. It's about crafting holistic, seamless journey. From the moment the user sees an ad, meaning ad engagement, to the moment users land on app stores, app store experiences, and to seamless, cohesive in-app engagement. A great example, a great tangible, practical recommendation here will be leveraging Google Play's custom store listing. Have you heard about that? Yeah? No? And Apple's custom product page. So these 2 solutions are not from AppsFlyer. They're actually from those 2 app markets. They are there to allow customized app store experiences for different cohort of users. And we have to say, we don't see enough customers are leveraging these 2 amazing solutions, and you should. So beyond that, a great app marketer, they also need to ensure your web to app, your QR code to web, your CTV to app, everything to app user conversion journey is optimized. So this is about holistic user journey. And then, of course, we cannot just talk about driving user into your mobile app anymore. As I see in Philippines, after talking to a couple customers, I see you guys already meet and provide services to your customers using other digital platforms, right? Here the key is ensure that all your measurement, different conversion flow is covered for your brand, including for your CTV. Some of you guys might have your brand shown up on CTV, and also your PC console. This is more for gaming. Of course, your website, because we know website is a very important asset for your brand. So in another word, you need to find a way to measure your LTV, lifetime value of your users, holistically. Even when sometimes users convert in one platform, maybe your app, but later on, make purchases, make deposit in another platform. In 2025, great marketers, of course, must know how to find the best users for their apps. How? First, by looking beyond mobile as the only user acquisition, only engagement channel. And some of your best users, you will agree with me, some of them already engaging, spending time in other platforms of yours, right? You want to convert them into your app. And I can tell you they're already quite result-proven, performance-driven, ROI-positive ways to convert these users and to reach them at scale. And that's why some of you guys already using our engagement tools, aka OneLink, aka deep linking, to do so. And the result is significant. We're talking about 2 to 5x better conversion result. Another exciting trend is how advertisers today are combining their first-party data with retail media insights to look for more, not just more, also higher value of users. And with this privacy-first technology, this data magic unlocks much better targeting than ever before. I want to show you some results. WOLT is an on-demand delivery brand in Europe, equivalent to our Grab in Southeast Asia. So they have embedded our data collaboration platform, DCP, into their retail media. And the brands advertising with them saw record-breaking results, as you can see here. All the crucial North Star performance metrics for brands. And this is the power of data magician, because when you find a way to put two sides' first-party data together in a privacy-preserving way, the results are just simply unstoppable. All right, in today's reality, another reality, creative is the name of the game. So what about creative? What about creative? First, you cannot analyze your creative in silos. You need to find a way to analyze your creative cross-channel-wise, cross-media source-wise. And then second, truly make data your best friend, but not just bring upper funnel metric to measure creative performance. I'm talking about IPM, click-through rate, but also full funnel LTV metric to look at your creative performance. And we all know that creatives are made up of different ad elements, caption, text, different people, theme, and AI can help you break them down for better insights. Even more powerful? Yes. Connecting all these insights into your GenAI creative factory directly, enabling a flywheel for continuous creative optimization. Now you enable AI to not just create creatives, also analyze, also optimize for you. So that's the best practice number 4. And that's why AppsFlyer last year we launched our very creative optimization solution. It analyzed ad element, cross-channel with a full funnel LTV approach. ROAS, LTV, these two metrics, ROAS, marketing, LTV, product, in silos, even you have them in perfect condition, they still don't add up to perfect business result. So in our mobile app marketing world, we see companies nowadays, I think some of you guys also talk about the same challenge. You're able to scale aggressively on user acquisition, but you're struggling to retain your users. Yeah, that's a challenge we hear again and again and again from you guys. So the best result only comes when you find a way to enable your both of your product team and your marketing team to work together. So this year, a little bit roadmap, a little bit sneak peek here. This year, AppsFlyer, we're launching a newly fresh look dashboard. Here are just some examples for you, since we are in Mama. For the first time, AppsFlyer, you can see product data, meaning LTV data of your product, and then ROAS, marketing data, in the same dashboard. No longer need to switch between different tools and different dashboards. One dashboard, multiple perspective, unifying, and smarter decisions. So my second dream here, I share my first dream. My second dream here today is, in the future, your marketing team and product team can have their joint Monday Scrum meeting, talking about collaboration, just by using this one dashboard. Okay, data anomalies, another big thing. Data anomalies can really make or break performance, but only if you catch them in time, right? So with this new enhancement, conditional formatting, data deviations, data anomalies can be captured instantly, so your team, yourself, can act faster and stay ahead. Yes, another AI topic, another AI innovation from AppsFlyer. And now, if you want insights, you don't need to get lost in the data ocean. You can just simply ask this AI chat box, which is part of our dashboard. It's truly a game changer. Think about it. It enables your team to ask complex and big business questions, and instantly, you get what you need. Finally, AI needs to be everywhere. This is for you. What I would love you to do is to look at your current MarTech stack. You need to make sure that your current MarTech stack is AI heavy, or I would even venture to say AI first. Because we already know AI is transforming how creative optimization flow is being done today. Also, AI can help overcome signal loss from both iOS and Android world. AI is redefining fraud detection protection, making it much harder for fraudsters to adapt. So think about AI not just as a tool to write your weekly email. Also, it should be your company's competitive edge, because AI in 2025 will define market leaders. So what have you seen so far? We're very lucky because we are standing right in the middle of such amazing, significant industry transformation. And the choices you make now will define success. And behind me, you see the 5 top trends I just covered. And then the 6 best practices we recommend you to consider. And now I want you to take a moment with your phone together to think which of these best practices might have the biggest impact on your business. Just think about it for just 2 seconds. And thank you very much.